Hello and welcome to Shopify Experts. Today in this video we will learn how HTML works. We would like to cover this course in one video. And yes, if you are going to learn this HTML, then please keep in mind that this is no hard thing to learn this software language, which is called hypertext markup language. So what things you need? You will need only compiler, that is called brackets. I will use brackets basically, and you can also use Sublime. You can also use any other composer or compiler that will basically compile the code and show it on the desktop. So basically we are going to start with brackets. You have to go to brackets.io. This is the website for brackets.io. Brackets.io, not brackets. Okay, here is the software. This is open source. You can download any version. I have already downloaded and installed, so you just have to click here if you are on Windows, or if you are on Mac, you can also download it for your Mac. And yes, after downloading, we will open the brackets. It will be like this. So in the brackets, we will first of all click on File and then click on New. This is basically we are going to set up the tool first, and then we will learn. I will give you a very basic and very important way of learning HTML, basically from start to end in one video, so you guys can have understanding of how HTML basically works. So if you haven't subscribed our channel, do subscribe it and click the bell icon so that upcoming videos will be on your YouTube app, in your computer, in your cell phones. So we will click on File, and after clicking we would like to press Ctrl S, and it will be saved somewhere. So we will save it on desktop with the name index.html. Why we are giving it the name of index? Because the basic file from where the web development starts, or the browsers fetch the data, is index basically. So we'll have to create some folder also of HTML on our desktop, in which this file will be saved. Inside this HTML we will place this. Okay, here we have this index.html. So once we are ready, we will go for this. So this was the first tool setup. Here I will give you a trick, so how you can start HTML. So from here you have to go simply to W3 Schools. W3 Schools is a platform of learning HTML, CSS, any programming languages. In the tutorials you can see we have HTML and CSS, we have RWD, Bootstrap, W3 Colors, Learn Colors, Icons, Graphics, SVG, Canvas, and a lot of more programming like JavaScript. We will also cover these languages later, but first of all we would like to go with HTML. So click on Learn HTML. These are the all topics we will cover today in this video. And yes, here it is starting the HTML. With HTML you can create your own website. HTML is easy to learn. So this was the first example of HTML. What is this Doctype? This is basically we are telling browser that what document we are writing in this code. So this is HTML. HTML is mostly supported by all the browsers available, like Chrome, like Mozilla Firefox, Opera, and also a lot of other Safari and other browsers. So we will start with the Itml introduction. Itml stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and standard markup language for creating web pages. Itml describes the structure of a web page. Itml consists of a series of elements. I will tell you later on what are the elements and other things. So here is the example. In this example, you can see this is declaration defined that this document is an HTML5 document, and the HTML is the root element of an HTML page. Here the HTML we are using, so we will click on. You can also start learning from this website, but I will give you a complete introduction that how things are working. And you can also use notepad instead of brackets. You can also use text edit, but I would like to go with the brackets. First of all, you have to install these editors for HTML, and after installing you will have to simply write the code and then click save and then execute, and then you can see here it is the default output of our first example of HTML. So here from HTML basics, an HTML document must start with the document type declaration doctype HTML. HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with HTML slash. Okay, so this was the starting point HTML of this HTML code, and this is the ending point. Inside this HTML we have the HTML document is between body. The visible part of HTML document is between body, so all the things between this part will be visible to a browser or to the output. So here we are using a heading h1 tag, the paragraph p tag. What are tags and how they work, we will see it later. So in this video, let's start with this example HTML elements. So here when we are writing code, the first thing inside this brackets like this one, these are called tag name, and contents inside it. It will be the content inside these tags, and here is the ending tag. So this one is the starting tag name, and this one is the ending tag name. Okay, so examples of some HTML elements are here. You can see start tag h1, element content, my first heading, end tag h1 slash. With this slash you can end a tag. Some elements have closing tags but some don't have, just like bracket. Here we have a BR element, that is basically we use for sending content into the next line. We will use break tag. Okay, so we will try with our first this code how this is working. So you will only have to go, we will try with h1 and paragraph tag. So you will have to go to the brackets in the file we have already created, just like index.html. In this, for brackets, you can have installed this thing called HTML skeleton. This can be downloaded from here. From if you go into the settings here, you'll have to download the extensions basically. Here in the extension manager, you'll simply have to write here okay, it's saying unable to access the extension registry, please try again later. We will close it and we will again come to this extension manager. I don't know why it's not taking it. Okay, after this going into this extension manager, you will have this option of skeleton. Click on it, and from here you can select basic HTML skeleton and then click done. So here we have a basic skeleton like Doctype, declaration for language, and then to the browsers, and then starting. This one can also be, we can also close, remove this one. We can also remove this header tag so you can better understand. So inside the body we will write h1. When you will write this, you will have the starting and the ending tag. So inside the tag you can write the content. Heading can be first HTML code. So after this you can go for a paragraph. In the paragraph, hello, subscribe my channel. So this is what we have written, two tags. We have started with Doctype, then HTML, then closing HTML, then body, closing body, h1, closing h1, paragraph, closing paragraph. After this you will have to click on file and then save. So this file is saved now. We can simply click here live preview. So we will have the live. Okay. We will troubleshoot this one. This can be troubleshooted by going into view or in the file, in the live preview. We will just open this one. Here it is saved. Once we open this, as you can see here, it's saying first HTML code that we have already written here. This heading is this one, a big heading, and this one is a paragraph tag. Okay, hello, subscribe my channel. This one is here. If we will write this h1, instead of h1 we will write it h2 and click Control save and then refresh this one. You can see the heading size reduces because we are using now h2, heading 2. There are 6 types of headings like h1, we can simply copy this one and then here we will write all the 6 headings just like h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. This one we will delete this one, and here we will write h3, h4, h5 and h6. Once we save this, you can see that we have h1, h2, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6. These are the heading types, 6 types of heading in HTML. Okay, so these were the first example live practical. So here we have also, these were the elements. What are elements? HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. So this one is a complete element. Okay. So what are attributes? HTML attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. So like if we have an element like heading h1, so href attribute, basically this is starting with a and ending with a. Okay. How we can use this a? There is also an image img tag attribute. So here we will try this one. We'll copy this and we'll paste this here. Once we save this, you can see that here we have a link now that we are using here. We can only see visit W3 schools, this content here. This is visible because we are using anchor tag that basically redirects some link that is here, href link that's inside it, and it will redirect it to somewhere. So when we click it, it will redirect us to this. So we'll go back. Okay, and these are the attributes basically. For just like this, the image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The source attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. So this was the image. So heading, HTML headings, we have already seen these 6 types of headings. There are HTML paragraphs. You can also try these paragraphs. There are only one type of paragraph. These can be like this or this. There are HTML styles. In the HTML style, you can give basically some styling inside HTML. If you are using this one is red, this is blue, this is big. So there are styles property. Basically tag name style can be right. This is also a tag name, an element with the name style. Tag name style. Like here we will write p, h1, h2, and then before closing of this one we will write style is equals to something like color and its value black. Let me tell you how this works. The style tag here inside h6, if you paste this one, the tag name, we already have tag name h6. Okay, in the property we will write color. In the value, after colon we will write the value blue. Okay, blue violet, we can also write this. So this one is like this, control S. Here you can see its color is blue violet now. How this happens? Because we have applied the style value to heading 6. So these were the styling. HTML formatting. What are formatting? HTML contains several elements for defining text with a special meaning. Just like the text is bold, the text is italic, this is underscore subscript, and this is superscript. The underscore one is subscript and this one is superscript. How we can use this? These are the tags available to bold, to strong, to italic, emphasize text, mark. You can apply these by, I will do only one, the B one. How we will use this B1? Like if this one is H4 or this one is A, you will use B and Control X, Control V, Control S. As you know, we have made this one bold. So after refreshing, this one is bold now. You can see it. So just like this, you can also use all these others element types, formattings, and then we have all these other things that have HTML quotations, quotation and citation elements. Quotation means if you use block quote, it will be something like you are using just like a quote from something. Just like if we will use this black quote inside our brackets in the body, you can see after saving this, here you can see it's in the quotation. It's like in the quotation. Okay. You can also try it here on the live browser in W3 School. It will be like this. Basically, it will be something like you are quoting something. Block quote. This is a block of quote. Okay. So we have HTML comments. You can also do comments in HTML. It will not affect any coding. Just like this, it will be not showing to the output. This is for your understanding. You can write any comment inside, anywhere inside your coding. Like here we can write it. We can say that start point of our next code from this line, starting with this explanation double dot and closing with this. This is a comment. It will be not showing to home page or to the output. So then we will have HTML colors, color names. We can use a color name and this can be applied. Just like in the style, you can apply colors. Background color is a property. The first one comes the property name and then the value, and then inside the style tag we have, then these are the some basics and some advanced things we have learned so far in this video. I hope you guys have understood what basically HTML is and how we can use. If you have any question, you can ask me, and if you like the video and the way of teaching, then please do subscribe my channel and share this with as much as you can to your friends. In the future videos, we'll cover also a lot of more content related to web programming like CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, PHP, Bootstrap, and a lot of more things like jQuery and Java. So this was the basic. All the languages are like this, but you have to just understand and do some practice. So this was what we are on one video for HTML. If you like the video, subscribe my channel and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.